Simple stitches, gorgeous texture, and a cozy headband. What more do you need? Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this winter headband, aka ear warmers. We're going to keep it easy, beginner friendly. I'm Laisha from With Laisha. Let's jump in. I'm using loops and threads, soft and shiny, but you can use any level 4 medium weight yarn you like. I'm using a 5.5 mm crochet hook, but grab what your yarn package suggests. Grab scissors, a yarn needle, and optionally a tape measure. I'm going to cast onto my hook with a slip knot. Chain any odd number of chains for the width of your headband. I'm chaining 11 so it covers my ears from the cold. These are my 11 chains. Now add one more for your turning chain. So I'll have a total of 12 chains. For row 1, you want to start in the second chain from the hook. This is my first chain where the yarn is coming out of, and this is my second. I'm going to insert and place a single crochet. Insert into the center of that chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Yarn over, pull through both loops. And I'm just repeating that all the way down. Pro tip, if you have trouble finding that last chain, look for your knot. It's right next to it. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. From row 2, we get to the fun texture. So tilt your work towards you. These are the V's, the tops of your stitches. This is my chain 1, and this V is my first stitch. I'm going to insert and place a single crochet in there. In my next stitch, I'm going to place a treble crochet. So yarn over 2 times, insert under that V, pull up a loop, now yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over again and pull through the next 2 loops, and yarn over for the last time and pull through the last 2. Now we move to our next stitch and do another single crochet. And you're going to continue alternating like that all the way down. This is what your last stitch looks like, that V, and your last stitch should be a single crochet. Before we move on, count your stitches to make sure you have one less stitch than your number of chains. And you're going to count these V's. The little V's are single crochet, the big V's are treble crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. And this is what it looks like after our second row. For row 3, we're going into that first stitch again. So next to your chain 1, place a single crochet. So pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. For the next stitch, tilt your work towards you because that V is almost on the back. Insert under both legs, pull up a loop, and do another single crochet. If you're enjoying this pattern so far, tap that like button for me so YouTube shows this to more beginners like yourself and they can enjoy it too. Thank you. And continue placing one single crochet in every stitch. Your last stitch is on the end there. Count to make sure you have the right number. Chain 1. Turn your work. For row 4, we're going into that first stitch again. I'm placing a single crochet and we're repeating row 2 and doing another textured row. My last stitch is on the end there, and it is a single crochet because we're always starting and ending on a single crochet. You'll be able to see the texture come through as you add rows. Continue alternating textured rows and rows of all single crochet until your headband is 2 inches less than the circumference of your head, and you want to end on a row of all single crochet. Meet me back here and I'll show you what to do next. I ended up leaving my headband at a little over 19 inches, even though my head is 22 inches in circumference, because the yarn is really stretchy. So definitely test it over your head and see how it feels before you move on. Once you've placed your last stitch, chain 1 and pull up a loop that comes out 4 times the width of your headband. So one strand of the loop is long enough to sew the headband together and hide the tail into your project. Cut in the center of the loop. Tighten the knot to secure it, pull the yarn from the skein to free the correct tail. I love this hack for threading yarn into a needle. Lay your headband so the outside is facing up. Grab both short edges of the headband and fold each edge into a V. Place one leg of each V into the center of the other so both V's are hugging. Make sure the tail you threaded onto the needle is on the outside. And you want to make sure your start tail is also free at this point. Line them up. Now we're going to sew all 4 pieces of fabric together. Place your needle under that first row of stitches, making sure to go through all 4 pieces of fabric. Now turn around and come back. Just continue that all the way across the width of the headband. Once you've reached the end, make a knot. I'm just knotting a regular knot. To hide your tail, weave your needle between the stitches of that top row. Then turn around and come back the way you started. But make sure to comb over a single strand of yarn on your way back to anchor the yarn in place. Cut the excess. Repeat for both tails. Turn the headband right side out. And you're good to go. You've got a beautiful cozy headband. This is what your finished headband is going to look like. I hope you had a blast with me today. Here's another fun project I'm sure you'll enjoy. Until next time, keep crocheting with love and patience, and thank you so much for watching.